Radhika Vistadhalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Stadbhaktaya Namo Bhakti Vitanti Bhaktim Murkhamavartai Sati Yat Kripatvam Vande Sri Madana Gopalakhim Prabhu Janitai Brahma Samhita. Words from the heart of Lord Brahma, who is known as Veda. And the highest scripture of Sanatana Dharma. And he is glorifying Swam Bhagavan. It says, No Shayanta Sammati Shayastradhinsha Sharajya Lakmapta Samasta Kamai Baling Haradbhesh Chiraluka Palai Kirita Kotirita Padapita. Hey Prabhu, there is nothing to compare with you. Not by the time, not by the qualities. You are uncomparable. So, we have no words to glorify you. That's why we are praising you. By our moves, very special moves, which we keep in our heart for you. It's also the lesson for us. We have to do that in that way. We have to do the same. We have to take shelter, not to show our love for this material pleasure, material entertaining. We should not ask for anything, because our intelligence, our heart is very small. We cannot imagine something very big. So we have to give these responsibilities to Krishna. Just do that. What is better, well for me. So Brahma also, he followed this way, tricky way. When we'll give all the responsibilities, when we'll offer all the responsibilities for us to Krishna, so he's actually taking care of us. Then his eyes will be very fixed to us. It's for the beginners, not for the older in their spiritual life. It's for the beginners. Our target to satisfy Sri Radha Govinda, is not? So, how you can satisfy? To give all your problems to them? To send all your problems to Krishna? That I have such kinds of millions of problems, just solve it. It's your duty.
Your headache.
Yeah, it's your headache, not mine. For the beginners, it's okay. Otherwise, who is following this path, who is following their practices since long time, when they will say in that way, so it will be not accepted by Krishna. Because child, they are not always child. They will grow. We have to be there in our spiritual life also, in that way. We should not be a child always, all our lifetime. At the beginning, when the child will be born, when baby will be born, so their parents, they will take care very well to them. They will take care by physically, mentally. They will support to develop by their body, by their intelligence, by their mentality. Isn't it? So the child will get their knowledge, consciousness actually from their father and mother, not from the school. Consciousness we are getting from our parents, not from school. Our lesson will start from the mother's lap. But always not, is not? When that baby will grow, when you'll be 15, 16, so then more knowledge. Then the mood of parents is different. Before they will chastise, they'll control. But within these years, 15, 16 years, all the consciousness, all those knowledge already will be sent to the heart of the new baby. Then the parents will see, they will look at him if he is following or not. So that time they will only watch his activities. That time they will not chastise them, only they will clarify. Oh, not in that way. You should do in that way. When more bigger, baby, so then their responsibility to take care of their parents, father and mother. So in your spiritual life also, our consciousness, mentality must be like this. At the beginning stage, we have to offer ourselves, oh Krishna, I am yours. Then that baby, by their practice, they'll develop, they'll grow. And when they're very senior, so then that baby will say to Krishna, oh Krishna, you are mine. So when you are able to say this to Krishna, to Srimati Radha, oh Swami, you are mine. Oh Krishna, you are mine. From that stage, your bhajan will start. So Brahma actually is a beginner. You can see in the chapter, 14th chapter of 10th canto in Srimad Bhagavad, Brahma said, "Oh Prabhu, everything is very new for me. I never meditated in that way, that you are a small boy, or you can play with all other normal boys, general boys. You can share your food with them, and you can accept their uchistas, like remnants. All the planetary system, they are waiting for your remnants, for your prasad. But here, it's very surprising. It's very astonishing for me that I have seen you are very greedy to take their prasad. Because Brahma, he never shared his prema, love. Always he offered his respect. Always he worshipped. He had never love for Krishna. There is a completely different another way. And you can see this. Nowadays you can see this. Most of the person, they are worshipping Krishna. Just ask them, why you are worshipping Krishna? They have no answer. They have no answer. Why they are worshipping Krishna? Why they are chanting Mahamantra on the page? They have no answer. If you ask. Because actually we are not thinking about that. Why you are doing this? Is it love? Or is it fear? Or it's just duty? We have no answer. We have to think. We have to think about this all. It must be very clear for us. Worshipping Krishna, continue your spiritual practices, is not your duty. It's your life. It's your love. It must be your love. If it's your love, if it's your life, then it's fruitful. Then the 100% benefits. Although the devotees, they are not really searching about the benefits. Why you worship Krishna? I love Krishna. Why you have love for Krishna? If Krishna came to you or gave so many things, why you love him? Because in this material world we are following some conditions. Just think about the general relation in this material world. Why the love is growing for someone? The first Rupamsam, oh, he's very beautiful. She is very beautiful, that's why I love her. That's why I love him. Maybe there is no Rupa, there is no beauty. Then also love is there. Oh, why you love him or love her? He or she is not beautiful. Then also you love her or love him. You know, he or she has very good qualities. So many qualities. She can cook very well. He can play flutes very nicely. I love his singing. I love how he is playing guitar. So the qualities, we're judging about the qualities. It is also not there. No beauty, no qualities, then also love. Again the question came, why you are loving him or her?
The battery is gone.
Oh. Why you have love for him? Oh, he is very rich. Aishwaryam Sandhan. Battery is exhausted. Like us. Yes, panka, mainly the panka. He is very rich. He can fulfill all my needs. Necessary. So that's why I love him. Maybe he is not rich. Maybe he has no beauty. Maybe he has no qualities. Then also love is there. Okay. Then again question, asking, why you have love for him? He has no beauty, he is not beautiful. He has no good qualities, sweet qualities. He is not also rich, but then also love him. Why? Because he loves him for better than anything or anyone. He loves me more than anyone. Only to see his love, I start to love. So there is some conditions. If there is no condition, there is no love. But if it is in that way, what will happen with us? Prabhupad Goswami, he gave a very beautiful, funny example for that. Love with some condition. What will happen with us? And he gave this example that you went to the river to take bath and you just open your clothes and you put it on a boat which was not tied with anything. And after some time, by the wind, that boat started to flow in another direction. When after you finish your bath, you went to take your clothes, the boat was gone. So love with condition is like that. You are opening your clothes on a boat, which is not tied with anything. Anytime it will go, anytime. It will start this journey. So, we should not follow any condition. When there is condition, that is not love. That is some contract. Yes, I keep my love as much as possible, but until that time you have your beauty, you have your qualities, you have your wealth, you have your love for me. Then Otherwise, no. But it's completely different when we'll go to Brajavadhus. What Brahma wanted to say today. Why Krishna is the supreme? So Brahma starts to say this. Reme Ramabhir Nijakam Samkrita Jasmadeva Tadrik Ishara Tvasmat Parama Para Sarvat Krishtama Lakshmi Rupa Shaktayo Yasi. You know why Krishna is Parama, is supreme? Because he has such Shakti which is unconditional. They are always with Krishna, but without any condition. That is why not only Krishna, who are with Krishna, the Brajavadhus, they are also worshipped with Krishna by others. Nayam Sriyovanga Unitantarate Prasada Sharyoshitam Nalina Gandharusam Bhutanya Rashat Savesho Vajadanda Krihita Kancha Labdha Shishanya Udagat Brajavallavinam Tatrati Shushubhetavhi, another example. Tatrati Shushubhetavhi Bhagavan Devaki Shutaha Madhye Maninam Haimanam Mahamarukato Yatha Tavhir Vidhuta Shokavir Bhagavan Achutabrita Barochapadhikam Tata Purusha Shakti. No one gets Krishna in that way. How the Brajavadhus they attain. Lakshmi Devi, she also tried. All other beloved, they also tried. But no, that's why all of them, they are praying to Krishna, they are waiting for that moment when they will be with Krishna. How Krishna was in Raslila. Rasat Saveyasya Bhujadanda Grihita Pantha. They are waiting for the arms of Krishna. When Krishna will come and embrace us. How he embraced all the Brajavadhus in Raslila. They are waiting. But Krishna will never come to them. To whom he will go? Who has love unconditional for Krishna? We have conditions. Don't put up this light. Okay. You can stop this light. We have to see Krishna and Samhita Radha. If all the lights will stop, then our mind will come to Krishna. It's also every moment a new lesson is coming to our life. See, the battery is exhausted. And we have to continue. So we have to put up the light. But very carefully, we should not put up the light where Krishna is, where Srimati Radharani is. We have to continue that light and we have to close all other light. It's not so important if we are watching each other. But it's important we are watching Krishna and Srimati Radha and Sri Nitai Gauranga. So, Krishna is searching for that love, unconditional. And only he can get such love from Brajavatus. Ashundara Shundara Shekharva Gunair Bihina Guninam Baroba Dveshimani Shatkarunam Buddhiva Shyama Shat Eva Jagatir Mamastu. Sakhis, they asked to Srimati Radharani, why you are so crazy for Krishna's love? Maybe you will say he is very beautiful. But for us, we never seen such black in our life. He is more dark than bumblebees. He is darker than bumblebees. If you go inside the darkness, you cannot find him. Where is Krishna? So where is the beauty is there? About the condition of love, there is no beauty. If you say about the qualities, no qualities. Yes, that's true that you can play flute very well. And he can control the cows and calves. But we should not count this. Controlling cows as a quality. It's not the point of love. It's not the condition of love. This quality. If we'll say, Krishna loves him, no, never. We judge it. And by our experience, it's saying that maybe Krishna's love for others, not for you. Always he's cheating you. Always. Again and again and again. And always you forgive him. Always you forgive him. You just forget all his faults, all his offenses. You forgive. But why? We don't know it. What is the reason there? Then the answer was like this. Oh, you are searching conditions in my love. Only now, right now, I start to think about this. Yes, really, Krishna is beautiful or not? I never think about this before. Ashundara Shundara Shekharva. I don't know. Is Krishna is very beautiful or very ugly? I never searched it. Is Krishna Gunair Bihna Guninam Barova? Is Krishna has countless qualities or nothing? Dveshimai Shat Karunam Mudiva. If Krishna loves me or hates me, I never search about this. Because my love is not depending on this, all conditions. Is Krishna's love for me or not? It's not so important for me. Because I love him. If Krishna is beautiful or without any qualities or bad qualities, it's not so important for me. Yes, many times all of you and from others, I hear that Krishna, he is full of bad qualities. What? That Krishna is stealing yogurt, butter, laddus from the neighbor's house. So this is bad qualities. Krishna is stealer. It was not so important. Maybe he's a bad boy. But what I should do? You know, for my love there is only one, and he is Krishna. In Brahma Samhita, Jiva Goswami part, he just tried to open the heart of Brahma, what exactly he wanted to say. This explanation by Jiva Goswami, it was never before. You'll find so many explanations from different parampara, by jnanis, by yogis. But how Jiva Goswami tried to open the heart of Brahma, how he explained the words of Brahma, exactly what he wanted to say, is in this form. And he says that Brahma's realization is that Krishna is Parameshwara because of his Shakti, not by his own effort, not he's the for that he is the creator of all planetary system. Not for that he is taking care of all planetary system. Not for that everything is happening only by his desire. This is not for his Parameshwara. He is Parameshwara because he has such Shakti, who loves him unconditionally. When you have associates like them, then you can do anything. So that's why Krishna has such power, which is not attached with this material world, which is not conditioned, which is always together with Krishna. That is why Krishna is Parameshwara. That is why Brahma, he put this word Parama in between Ishvara and Krishna. Because this word holds two sides. Parama, that Shakti, she holds Ishvara Shakta, the ability as Ishvara, and Krishna Sattva, that is, which attracting, building the mind and heart of everyone. In between, that Ananda is there. Ananda, this Shakti, she holds these two things. One is Ishwar, this quality, and one is Krishna, is building the mind of everyone. Who holds this? Ladini Shakti Srimati Radha Parama Paraya Ramaya Sri Radhaya Shahvarta. When Krishna with Srimati Radharani, only that time, Brahma says, only that time you can say Krishna is Parameshwara. Because same time she can hold these two, Krishna and Ishvara. If Srimati Radharani is not there, then Krishna is only Ishvara. Radha Shungi Jada Bhati Tada Madana Mohana Anyatha Vishwa Mohapi Swam Madana Mohita. When Krishna is with Srimati Radha, we know Krishna has one very, very beautiful form, by which form he is building the mind of Sakshatkar. Just after he disappeared in Rashtrila, then Brajavadhus, they start to lament, they start to sing Gopi Gita. They are glorifying by their Aishwarya mood and Madhurya mood, sometimes chastising, sometimes praying. When Krishna heard this, when he got their heart, the situation exactly, then Krishna was afraid to come in front of them. Oh, they have such kinds of hurt. They have such kinds of love for me. And only I gave them sufferings. It's very pity. This was not good. So he was afraid, how I'll go in front of them, what I'll say. Because I wanted to judge their heart. Is they qualified to attend Raslila or not? Me, who is actually unqualified to be here. I wanted to judge them, their hurt, but actually I am unqualified to be here with them. I cannot repay their love, never. So how I go in front of them? Then Shukadev Goswami, he started to describe how Krishna appeared in front of them. Tashama virabhutspuri smayamanu mukhambujam pitambaradhara suragri shakshat manmatha manmatha. He manifested that form. He manifested that form, that highest, beyond our imagination, by which form he is building the mind of Sakshat Kam. Who is Sakshat Kam? Kamdev is Cupid, Kunda. But one is there who is building the mind of this Kamdev, Kunda. Pradyumna, one of Chaturbhuva. He is building the mind of Kamdev. That's why he is known as Sakshat Kama, Sakshat Manmatha. And who is building the mind of Sakshat Manmatha? That means Pradyumna. He is Krishna. That's why Krishna known as Sakshat Manmatha Manmatha. Only he can. By his very special, very rare beauty, he is doing this. In which form he is doing this? He manifested that same form. And he appeared in front of the Brajavadhus. But when he can do this? When he is with Srimati Radha. When he can build at the mind of Kamdev. That's why Krishna known as Madan Mohan, isn't it? Madan means Kamdev. And Krishna can build at the mind of Madana Kamdev, that's why he known as Madana Mohan. But if Srimati Radharani is not there with Krishna, then maybe he can build up the mind of everyone, all the planetary system. But he'll be built by Kamdev. Swam Madana Mohita. So what was that? In Raslila, it was Madana Mohana or Madana Mohita. Because Sukadeva Goswami is said at the starting point of Raslila, Bhagavan Vikaratri Sharada Pulla Mallika Bhiksharantam Manaschakri Yogamaya Vipasana. He could not control to see the beauty, to see this all, which is known as Uddipana Vibhav, which is influencing to his heart to meet with the Brajavadhus. This all the beauty. Oh, if my beloved will be with me, that will be very nice. Right now I have to meet with them. He could not control himself. So what was that? That time he was bewildered. That time he was Madana Mohita. Or that time also he was Madana Mohana. Because Sukadeva Goswami said he could not control himself. Suddenly he got that ecstatic mood to meet them. So it's also, all the signs say that it's common to meet with beloveds. So Kamdev came and bewildered his mind. No, not that. It's also the power of Srimati Radha. Only she can satisfy, only she can do this with the heart of Sri Krishna. Only she can play with the heart of Sri Krishna. So that's why she is the highest power of Krishna. Swarupa Shakti. There is three. Shat, Chit, Ananda. Shadangshe Sandhini, Anandangshe Ladhini, Chit Angshe Sandhini, Jare Gyan Kurimani. Chidangshe Sambhit, Jare Gyan Kurimani. There is three. Shat, Chit, Ananda. Swarupa Shakti of Swam Bhagavan. But Ananda, that Ladhini Shakti, is the main power, main Shakti of Krishna. Only by that he can do anything. Only by this Anandamsha, only by this Shakti, he can entertain himself. There are so many things, so many questions will come, but that is not our topic. If only Srimati Radharani can satisfy Krishna and Krishna knows this very well, then why he was running always to the different Brajavadhus? It's not our topic. So, Brahma, he said that, yes, because of Srimati Radharani, Sri Krishna is Parameshwara. And then Sarva Karana Karanam, Anadi Radi. These two qualities also there. You know what is Krishna? Nityo Nityanam. Chetanas Chetananam. Eko Bahunam. Yo Vidadati Kamam. Who is very contradict character. He is the most eternal and between all eternals. Chetana Chetanana. He is more conscious than in between all consciousness. He is the main consciousness. In between all consciousness. He is one, but at the same time, he is so many, countless. And everything which is connected with Krishna, it's like this. Madhuram Madhura Mangalam Mangalana Shakala Nigamavalli Shatpalam Chit Sharupam Shakridapi Parigitu Saradhaya Helayava Briguvara Naramatram Tarat Krishnana. What is Krishna? Madhuram Madhura. He is sweeter than all other sweets. Mangalam Mangalanam. He is doing well for all other auspicious stuffs, auspicious things. He is sending His mercy to them also. Because we know all the other demigods and demigoddesses, they also worship Krishna. Shakala Nigamavallita Shatphalam Chit Sharupam. Now, in scripture it is said about His name, holy name. There is one very beautiful, very sweet fruits of the tree of scriptures. If you just imagine that all scriptures, the trees, then you must know His name is the most sweetest fruit of that tree. And at the same time, it is said, you have not to give your effort to take this fruit, because if we want to eat one fruit, so we have to bite, we have to chew, then we can swallow it, isn't it? So much effort. Bite, chewing, then swallow. But if it is liquid, then just throw it to your mouth and it will go directly inside. You have not to give your effort for that. Mahamantra, His holy name is like that. Galitam Phalana. Same word used for Srimad Bhagavad. Srimad Bhagavatam Galitam Phalana. You have not to give your effort. You will never tire to do that. Yes, for eating, maybe after a long time we will be tired. Oh, so many items, so many things. We need tissue to clean our sweat. But for drinking, we will never be tired. So, His holy name is like this. So, Krishna is also like this. Nityo Nityanam is eternal. Super eternal. He's sweeter than anything. So that's why he's Satchidananda. Sarva Karana Karanam. He's the creator. That's why he's Sarva Karana Karanam. This is from the heart of Brahma. Why Brahma said is Anadiradi. Why Brahma said is Sarva Karana Karanam. It's only the normal words. Is there anything hidden Brahma wanted to say? Jiva Goswami will explain us tomorrow evening. Also tomorrow evening, we'll listen some very sweet katha of very special of that day. Because tomorrow is Diwali. But tomorrow, we'll not meet here. Okay? We'll celebrate our Diwali in Radha Madaji's house. So you must invite all the devotees.
So I humbly want to request everyone, and also I want to request, you need some translation?
Oh, just take the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
We cannot hear you without mic.
Okay, let me put it in a very proper way, and I'm sure everyone will agree. The embodiment by the causeless mercy of the embodiment of compassion and madhurya, our dearmost. Does everyone agree? Actually, there is so much more, but we are just beginning to discover the kind grace of Lord Nityananda and Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu in the form of our dearmost Prabhu, who is an ocean of love and compassion and madhurya. And what can we say? We are celebrating Krishna's mercy in the form of you. And so by his mercy, we are very happy that you have kindly agreed, and we want to request all the devotees